Hello guys, welcome back to Foxes Abroad, and we're back at Pete's house this week because he's feeling a little bit better. He's passed his COVID test anyway for several days now. He's still a little under the weather, but good enough to get back in the garage and start wrenching.
And not get us sick.
We hope. So, all right, first order of business is getting this intake manifold back on. So this is the one that I fixed in a previous video. And we had them put the pipe back on and thread it in and making sure we didn't have any cracks. So, and that looks great. Pleased it didn't crack. But the thing about this intake that we're looking at pretty hard is the fact that if you could look down in here, I don't know if I can get a light, how bad the port mismatch is. And you can see down there. I'll get you some stills and I'll throw it up here.
It's lined up.
The bolt's right there, right here. There, yeah. So, what's bad about this intake is really bad about this intake.
That's lined up.
Is the floor. The floor is really far down, about like nearly, I would say almost a 1/4 inch of mismatch, and that is going to cause a lot of the fuel to puddle and pool right there. So when you're on and off the throttle, it's going to be sucking that extra fuel up, weirding out the computer and the air fuel charge every time you're on and off the gas. So even though this intake has been repaired, this is what he ran in the past, this is what we know and love, I think the solution is to install the new intake that I just got. And let's get it swapped on here and I'll show you the difference of how the ports line up. Alright, so here it is with the new intake, and the floor is almost perfect. As is, the roof is a little bit under, but that's okay, and we have a little wiggle room left and right. So I think this intake is going to be a lot better answer for a more consistent performance out of how we're going to get this thing tuned up. Plus, we don't have to worry about this ever cracking again. Like if a couple months down the road, down the line, you know, he's driving and it cracks and starts weeping water, you know, I mean, that'll wreck your day right there. So for what little money this thing's going to take to put on, and performance and durability benefits it's going to give us, I think this is the right answer. So just install this intake. Won't have to worry about wrecking another set of expensive gaskets, and we're going to get it stabbed on here. So alright, and off we go.
Drill.
Everything's back together. Fittings installed. All the FI is installed. We checked the fitting for fuel, and I think it was just loose. I just put the wrench on it and just turned it a little bit to take it off, and I was like, ooh, that was way easy. So hopefully just tightening that up. Fixed a little fuel leak.
I just need to put the seat forward so I can reach the pedals.
Mike was there before.
Mike's been in here.
All 8'2" of them.
We got power. Oop. Alright, there's the prime. And let me check this. No, it's still weeping. It's coming out of the braid. I can see it getting wet, but alright, we'll have to come back to that in a minute because I want to see this thing run. So, alright, give it a shot. Pull up the gauges, monitor, either which one you want. Very good. Vacuum gauge is working. How's that AFR gauge working?
Half of it.
Oh yeah, we only got one.
Yeah. The vacuum's back up there now as
What
well.
does it match this one? It's like tickling 14 right around there.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, it's reading.
Once it's warmed up, we'll have to set the timing again.
So, productive evening. Engine is all back together. Hood's on. We've had it running. It's got warm. All of that done in one evening. We've also got bits in the car done. All back together. All of the gauges. Mike's going to save the wiring for next week.
Yeah, I need to bring a couple more things.
A couple of more bits and pieces. So hopefully next week wheels will be on. It'll be back on the floor. We'll finish off the wiring. We'll be able to take it for a drive. The meth is all back together, bolted in place. Switch is now working.
We got to show them the fog light.
And we've got a fog light as well, which is
Switch the battery on?
just there.
Battery on?
Yep.
Alright, there's lights.
Lights are on.
And
Yay.
it's pretty bright. It lights up your chest.
Yeah. Look at that. They won't be able to read the number plate.
So,
Even better.
Even better. Yeah. So everything is good. Apart from Mike's trying to get me to spend more money. So this is a carbon fibre coated fuel line that costs loads and loads of money, and it leaks. So we don't. Well, we may have a go at
fixing it, yeah.
fixing it, and if the one go doesn't fix it, we're going to have to get a new fuel line.
And probably fittings, because these fittings go with this type of line.
It's your money, no mine.
He's adding more bits to it, John.
Of course, it's your money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not just fuel line now. It's fuel lines and
Exactly.
fittings.
Yep.
But that's going to be hopefully the last thing before we can take it for a drive.
Then we'll add 185 heads on there and a few other bits and bits.
Well, I did do a 10-second video of it running, front and rear. I'm sure Mike will stitch that onto the video.
Here's a 90 for a regular braided one. But we probably want to get the good Teflon line one, or else you'll smell fuel all the time in the garage.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. So, I think we're going to call it a night for tonight. John?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do the alternator next time too.
Yes, we do.
John's finishing his Desperado. Mike's ran out of tissues.
Yeah, guys,
I'm last man standing. Makes a change.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Oh, we got the alternator as well, haven't we?
Yeah, the alternator is next.
So guys, this is a one-wire alternator. And what happens when you start it, it doesn't charge. You have to rev the engine one time, and then it'll excite the windings, the field inside the alternator, and then it'll start charging.
That's all I always used to do with a carburetor, because you...
So you start it with the Holly, the Sniper, and it just idles at like 1100 RPM when you first start even cold, and it never excites the alternator, so...
Excites. Mike likes to get excited.
So the voltage was getting down to about 9-10 volts, and things were acting a little funny, and I revved it once, and then it jumped up to like...
Jumped up. So we just need a
14,
signal
15.
feed from over there.
I'm going to have to get it from here, I think, because this is the original harness, and where the alternator pickoff was. And we'll have to run it around, or probably down under the car with this wiring.
Yeah.
Just one additional
A little bit more work to do. But
Well,
we are close.
Well, we'll find something that costs you more money to do it. That's what we'll do.
No more spending, John. All
It's your
right.
money, man. I don't care.
Right. Are you done?
I'm absolutely done.
Nice. Mike, all done?
I need another box of tissues.
Another box of
I'm dying
tissues.
with my allergies, guys. So.
We're going to go in and have a drink, and we'll continue with this next time. So,
I'm already started.
bye-bye for now.
Cheers.